Good evening and happy Thursday. Welcome to our nightly breathing session, or if you're watching this later in the morning or afternoon. Today we're going to be kind of working on the lower half of our body. And the reason why I want to do that is it was brought to my attention by one of my followers that after sitting for long periods of time and then getting up, he felt some tightness in like the buttocks area, and lately it's either been sitting for him or hiking. And so the hiking is something new. He used to do some gym workouts, but hiking is something new. So he's now using different muscles, and then he goes and sits for long periods of time, hours on end. And so has some pain in the buttocks. He feels really tight. He's not really sure what to do. And so I wanted to share this with you so he can follow along and he can learn what to do in those types of situations. So what happens often is if we're hiking or doing something different and we're recruiting muscles or we're getting our body in that fight or flight mode and we're not used to using certain muscles, but we use them. And then what happens is our pelvis often tips forward, especially if we're climbing and we're used to using our back more than our legs. And I know this person definitely does that. And what happens then if there's no cool down period where you're curling in a ball and kind of getting into that fetal position and working on this breathing, it can lead to those muscles staying in a contracted state. And then what happens is this person, if he sits for a long period of time, sits on the edge of the chair, continues with that forward pelvic tilt, those muscles still don't get a chance to relax and to allow the pelvis to go back into neutral. So in this case, I'll coach someone on their sitting posture and having them sense relaxation, but there's another area we can focus on, and that's the tailbone. The tailbone area can be very, one area where we guard very carefully. We often don't realize that we have a lot of muscle tone and we're really trying to hold that area very tightly. So when we bring attention to that area and we learn how to let that tailbone area go, you'll feel your buttocks muscles relax and even some of your hamstring areas where they attach. And it can be very relieving. And so this is what I would suggest for the person that was bringing this to my attention is as we do the breathing tonight, we're going to focus on our tailbone just letting go. We want to let go and let our butt just settle into that chair so that there is no resistance. There's no us trying to hold up tension. Just allow that to free up. And as you think about the tailbone letting go, other parts of your buttocks and upper thighs, you'll feel them releasing and you'll feel the relief. And so it gives you freedom of movement so your hips can shift, your body can rotate, and it can create a much better situation than that clenched feeling that results in pain. So what we're going to do then now is let's get ourselves into position. Let's get our low back all the way in the chair back. Let your pelvis roll underneath you if you can a little bit. Put our feet flat on the ground. Knees at the level of the hips if we can. If you need to, put a book or something under your feet just to get your knees up. The higher you can get your knees up to help relax your buttocks area, the better. Let's use a straw if you have one. Cut it in half and then stick it between my lips, not with my teeth. No teeth touching on that straw if possible. And we're going to go through the 4 steps of the process. If you've done this before, go ahead and join me, but I'll demonstrate first and then coach you guys through it. So step 1 will be breathing in through the nose. 2 is holding a second, just pausing. 3, blowing out through your mouth or straw. And then 4, hold your breath and count to 3. So it's breathe in through the nose, pause a second, blow out through the mouth, then hold 2, 3. And here we go. We're going to demonstrate first. Okay, now let's coach you guys through it. And again, we're focusing on the tailbone letting go so that our butt kind of splays into that seat and just all resistance lets go. Get yourself seated all the way back in your chair. Let's do a straw in your mouth, one hand on your chest if you can, the other hand on your belly, and let's close your eyes if possible. Just get rid of all those visual distractions so we can really put our focus into what we're sensing in our body. Here we go. Breathe in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop down under your hand. Feel your ribs drop down. Your belly comes out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Feel your breastbone sink in, away from your hand, melting as you blow out, allowing the ribs to relax, the belly to come out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down and the belly comes out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down as the belly spills out and your low back relaxes. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the sternum drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down as your belly spills out and the front of your hips relax. Hold. 2, 3. Keeping your low back relaxed, breathe in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop down and in. Feel your armpits relax to give your ribs permission to drop down. Your low back and your buttocks relax. Hold. 2, 3. Keeping your low back relaxed, breathe in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down as your low back relaxes and your buttocks freeze up. Hold. 2, 3. Keeping your buttocks unclenched, breathe in your nose to your throat, having the air go directly to your throat. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel the armpits relax as the wave of relaxation goes down your back. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your neck relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down as the belly spills out and the tailbone frees up. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and neck relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the sternum drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down as your tailbone lets go and belly spills out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Feel the chest drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down and the belly spills out as your tailbone frees up and you sink further into the chair. Hold. Hold. Breathe in your nose to your throat, keeping your chest down and belly relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the sternum drop down and in. Feel the ribs drop down as your belly spills out and tailbone lets go. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3, and take a break. Very nicely done. Thank you for joining me on that. Just keep in mind when you're working throughout your day, check to see how much you clench that area around your tailbone. You'll be surprised by how often you clench it. We do it when we're standing, and it helps us have that sensation that we're holding our pants up, even though we really don't need to do that. But we clench there when we're standing. We do it when we're sitting. And just becoming aware of it, taking a few minutes to assess your body. Okay, what do I have clenched that shouldn't be clenched? It will really help you in changing how you feel and how your body moves. I hope you had a great night tonight. I would love to see you again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.